I'm talking with Rod Smallman from The Water just after the start of the Melbourne to Devonport 2024 Ryder Cup. Rod, how was the start? Let me know how you're going.
It's good, which is sort of okay for us. It's a bit hectic on the start with all those boats. And it was a bit of a tossed-up between whether you're going to start on starboard or port. And so it was a little bit congested, but we got away okay, and we're about midfield now.
And Rod, what's the sea state like at the moment?
Oh, it's not bad. It's 10 knots of breeze out here at the moment. It's fairly flat. It's a little bit of wind waves, but apart from that, it's pretty good. Currents against us at the moment. We've got probably another current against us. So that's not nice.
And Rod, tell us a little bit about Maverick.
Maverick came on the scene in 2016. Rowan Veal commissioned it, and then I bought it, and then Tony bought it. And we've been double-handed racing pretty much ever since. It's the Sunfar 3600, and it's a ripping boat. I love it.
And Rod, you're sailing in the Australia's oldest ocean race. What does that mean to you and to Tony?
Cool. It used to clash with the West Coaster, so hats off to the organisers who changed this. And it's a big fleet. I don't think we've had as big a fleet this year as we've had in many years, mainly because of the clash of when it used to be on. So it's really cool. And it'd be a lot cooler, Jane, if we get to keep that trophy.
Well, let's see how you go. So what's in front of the fleet tonight, weather-wise?
It's looking a little bit lighter. So we've probably got the strongest breeze that we're going to see in this race, and there's a high coming over us. So the decision is how far south do you go and how far east do you go to try and take advantage of that easterly when it comes in. So, yeah, it's, what do they call it? It's glamour at the moment. We're just slightly cracked and hanging with the boys.
That's the way. And who in the double-handed category are your sort of top rivals?
Well, there's a few Osaka guys coming in here. They need to qualify for the Osaka to do that. They've either got to do the West Coast or the Sydney to Hobart, and in order to qualify for those races, they're going to do this race. So there's a couple of unknowns in there in the double-handers, it's a strong fleet of double-handers this time around.
And the attraction of double-handed sailing to you?
Not having to deal with crew, you said? Oh, I'm allowed to say that?
Yeah, you can say that.
No, it's good. It's cool because you get to do everything yourself, So Martin Bourne, long-time supporter of the Ocean Racing Club, says quite clearly that it's single-handed sailing in shifts. So, you get up and your buddy goes to sleep and you've got to do everything. You've got to navigate, you've got to trim, you've got to steer, you've got to cook, clean the boat. So you're pretty busy all the time. And it's quite, I think it's more satisfying, crossing the finish line after you've done something like this with just two people.
Mm-hmm. And so what's the finish time projected for you at the moment?
Around about 8 o'clock tomorrow night for a finish. So we're likely to be on this starboard tack until around about midnight tonight. Then we'll flop over. And then the wind will gradually increase and also clock around back around to be more behind it. So hopefully we'll get on to our flying sails tomorrow afternoon and have a nice run into Devonport.
Mm-hmm. And Rod, just last question: where do you think this race will be won or lost? Is it in the timing of that shift in around midnight?
Yeah, it's in the timing of the tack.
Yeah.
There's really only one tack to worry about, and it's whether you go too early or too late or just right, because we just don't know what this high is going to do. It's a bit of a guess. So, we've got weather routing to give us a best possible lure, but it's still a guess. So those who get that tack right will probably win the race. And given that it's light, it might actually be a smaller boat race for handicap honours.
Mm-hmm. And can you see who's leading the fleet at the moment?
Yep. Let me look. Margaret Rental 2 and Ecstasy are leading the fleet. So Margaret Rental, Ecstasy's right on the run line, and Margaret Rental is more east, mm-hmm. And Scarlet Runner is more west. Mm-hmm. So it's pretty tight at the moment. We've only just got around outside the heads and starting to settle down.
Yeah, terrific. Rod, wish you and Tony all the best for a safe sail across Bass Strait and into Devonport. Look forward to hearing more about the race tomorrow evening. Take care.
Thanks, Jane. Cheers. See ya.
Bye.